It was what made me dreaming when I was young. Unbelievable for me. When I was like seeing the Chris Sharma movie, I was just, wow, this route is look. I will never climb it, but I dream about it. Chris just tell me, oh, you know, there is a direct and adding a hard route before Jumbo Love actually, which is like harder, I think. I said, wow, this sounds a perfect trip. Pretty nice 9B and something harder to try.
This is the cliff face at Clark Mountain. 250 feet of overhanging limestone, so difficult it has never been conquered.
It looks impossible. There's nothing to compare it to. It's that far beyond what has ever been done before.
I feel like I found the next step in the evolution. The hardest, most beautiful thing I ever tried. Yeah, I tied my rope.
Ok, j'y vais doucement.
Ouais.
So here we are in United States, in Las Vegas, and it was like a dream to come here and try this route. So here there is like a crazy contrast between the wild desert and the huge city of Las Vegas. The life in the desert is wild. You know, we were camping at the parking of the crag. You have cactus everywhere, like spider, tarantula, and like some snake, and it's like nothing else. And just like 1 hour from this place, you have like this huge city, Las Vegas, in the middle of the desert, where everything is crazy, like big casino, attractions, parties, and so it's quite nice to change the mind actually from the desert to the city and from the city to the desert. It's quite cool. I was expecting so much from Clark Mountain and especially Jumbo Love. And the first day I came to the crag, I was like amazed by this place and this route, which is huge actually. It's what I like in climbing, like huge route, huge move, physical stuff, endurance stuff. And Jumbo Love, it's the perfect style for me. So Clark Mountain is on the middle of the Mojave Desert, and it's like an expedition to reach the crag. You have to drive an off-road, which is really bad, and you need a good car, and you need to drive like 45 minutes off-roading. We already changed 3 times our cars, and we already changed 2 tires. Second tire, we just got this in the tire, and now it's dead again once more. Actually, the off-road to reach the parking of Clark Mountain is quite terrible. And then you have to walk 1 hour, and it's quite a steep hike. And you reach the crag, you already did a day, spent a lot of energy walking and driving, and then you have to climb. And actually, when Randy Levitt bolted the first route there, which is Jumbo Love, actually the main king line of the crag, he bolted it in the 90s. I think he was just crazy, like just to, from the road, say, oh, I will go there to bolt a route. Just such an expedition, so it was quite a big vision from him.
Hey, Seb.
Hey, Randy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
That's cool.
Welcome to Clark.
Yeah, thank you.
What I didn't expect back then, so you guys have a different perspective, right? So back then I would have thought, well, you know, Jumbo Love would be belay at that ledge, right? I'm thinking multi-pitch. You guys are coming here and thinking this is one pitch. So that's the difference. Okay, I was not thinking like that. The big project when I came here was Jumbo Love, which I bolted, but I was clear that I couldn't climb it. I just saw it and I saw the future and I thought, this is 515. I'm looking at 515, but that grade didn't exist then. And what remains from that is the actual original line that is Jumbo Love all the way to the ground, not starting on the other route to the left. So that project is so futuristic, 515 plus, maybe harder. But, you know, that's for other people to figure out someday.
When I met Chris in Spain during the last few years, I was telling to him like, oh, I want to try Jumbo Love, like sick route and sick place.
When I first came to Clark, you know, with this idea to climb Jumbo Love, my initial vision was to climb Jumbo Love Supreme.
What is really cool there is like a direct start, not starting on the 7C and you are not resting at 100% with this full rest on the ledge. You are like just going to the right and you have like a first 9A route to reach like the crux of Jambolov. So it's quite different and quite hard because where you was coming fresh on Jambolov crux, you arrive totally destroyed by the first 9A route.
For Seb to make that commitment to come to California and do that, I mean, it's pretty ambitious and you know, deserves a lot of respect because I think it's extremely challenging to have a project on the other side of the world.
So I found a good beta for the crux of Jambolov. I am putting a tricky knee-bar on the left, which is really slippery and really small. So this knee-bar is quite aleatory. No! Chris did Jambolov without knee pads and knee bars, and the normal beta it's more powerful but less aleatory, I would say. I don't think it changed the grade because it's quite risky and slippery knee bars, but at least it makes some move quite less powerful. A bit more aleatory but less powerful. But coming from like a hard route below, it could be a good help, I think. And I think like not so much people can put this knee bar. You need like a lot of experience knee barring, and also you have to accept the risk of slipping, which is not really great when you try hard and you say, oh, I'm quite good, and no, I just slip from the knee bar, shit. No! Yeah, I think like the knee bar on the crux of Jumbo is really tricky and really slippery. One of the worst I put in my life, because I was slipping 60% of the time, more or less. And at some point I was asking myself if I should like try the normal beta, because I am fresh when I reach the crux from the normal Jambolov. I was like focus on this beta because I knew I wanted to try the direct. And coming from like this first 9A route, it should be really hard to have the power to do like the normal Jambolov beta. I was thinking the start will be 14C, but then I was not able to do it during like few days and say maybe it's a bit harder, like maybe like around 14D. For the Jambolov problem, 7C plus, 8A boulder, and around like the same 7C plus 8A boulder problem for the Supreme problem. Just one is below the other one. Because on the Jambolov normal, you are just coming into the crux really fresh, and on the Supreme Jambolov, it's like you are done. Like the main problem on this Supreme Jambolov is like the endurance. Because like after the Jambolov crux, you have like all this stamina test piece, which is really hard, I think. It doesn't come from nowhere. That's the point. It comes from something like really inspiring at the start, and it's just a continuation of the story. Supreme Jambolov is just a continuation to the story and the history of United States, which like Randy Levitt, Chris Sharma, like two legends making this story, and I am adding this.
What makes it so special is that the other kind of people who are going to come here, no matter who it is, if it's Seb, if it's Sharma, if it's BJ, if it's Nate, they're all people that appreciate the effort the spectacular nature, the seriousness of it, and the beauty of it. So that's what I love about it. It'll always be a special place for me, and I think the other people that come up here can see that.
Okay.
I almost fell on the slab. I don't know if you see.
It was stressful.
Like, at the start of the slab is the crux,
Yeah.
and I never did it well. Like I almost like fell. I was like, oh no, I got something. Well, Shama unmade this nut, but I don't know how he came back down. I will have to
Adding like some adventure to a trip, to a hard route, it just make me super excited about it. Like the off-road, the hike, like something complicated, you know, and with a hard route and just like ice on the cake.